Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of News and Rumors with Matt Talks Wrestling live on the Matt Talks Wrestling YouTube channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday afternoon, November 13th, 2022, wherever you may be. I am Matt Talks Wrestling. Today, we have news and rumors on backstage news on Austin Theory's failed cash-in as WWE status moving forward. I have Triple H and WWE reportedly in quotation marks, have an idea about who will beat Roman Reigns. I also have Bray Wyatt's new WWE stable members revealed, and Bray Wyatt to introduce Wyatt's sixth faction. We have big news on future plans for War Games after Survivor Series coming up. And then, last but not least, we have Steve Austin is in incredible shape amidst WWE's WrestleMania speculation. So we have a bunch of stuff to cover up right here on the first episode of News and Rumors with Matt Talks Wrestling. So let's get right into it with backstage news on Austin Theory's failed cash-in and his WWE status moving forward. Monday's post-Crown Jewel edition of WWE Raw was headlined by Austin Theory unsuccessfully cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on WWE United States Champion Seth Rollins, right after Bobby Lashley answered Rollins' open challenge for the title, but was sent to the back after attacking the champ. This also came after Theory defeated Shelton Benjamin earlier in the night. The failed cash-in led to a lot of speculation on Theory's standing with the company and his future. And in an update, a new report from Ringside News notes that the cash-in does not mean bad news for Theory at all. It was noted that there was no heat on Theory in last night's match, which was Raw's match. This is Sunday, but it means last week. Actually caused excitement from the WWE producers. Word is that the WWE producers all felt like the company was getting Theory in position, and now he's in a program with Rollins, with Lashley also on the mic. A WWE creative source noted that Theory is now better off than he has since former WWE chairman and CEO Vince McMahon retired back in the summer. While he no longer has the Money in the Bank briefcase, the failed cash-in was reportedly not a device to write Theory out of any storyline. In quotation marks, he's not written off, he's right in the middle of it, a source said he's not written of it, he's right in the middle of it. Oh no, he's not written off, he's right in the middle of it. In parentheses, a source told Theory's status. Theory was previously in a difficult position with the briefcase, especially with undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns being at the top of the company with both world titles. But now WWE can put Theory in a position where he needs to be. And then next we have Triple H and WWE reportedly have an idea about who will beat Roman Reigns. There was virtually no chance that Logan Paul would beat Roman Reigns at WWE Crown Jewel. And now that the event is over, fans are left wondering who could challenge the Tribal Chief next. Paul looked fantastic during his main event bout in Saudi Arabia, and getting Jake Paul involved was fun. But Survivor Series is just a few weeks away, with the Bloodline being advertised for that premium live event. Triple H and CO will only have a little bit of time to set up a feud for the group. Once that show comes and goes, though, it'll likely be time for Reigns to enter into another long-term feud. Whoever that ends up being might not be the guy to end Roman's championship run, but a recent report indicates that WWE at least has an idea about who could eventually do that. Speaking inclusively to GiveMeSport.com, prominent wrestling insider WrestleVotes reported the following, in quotation marks, they have an idea of who is going to beat Roman. I don't know specifically if it's Cody, I don't know if it's The Rock, I don't know if it's Bray, but I think there's a handful of guys that they could say, alright, this makes sense for future, in quotation marks, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon, to be honest with you. It's not surprising that WWE isn't planning to move the belts off Reigns anytime soon. When he was booking the show, Vince McMahon was defiantly insistent on making Roman, in quotation marks, the guy. It took over half a decade for that reality to click, but it finally has, and it makes so sense for Triple H to pull the plug now. The Bloodline is involved in weekly entertaining segments, creating new stars in Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn. Jimmy and Jey Uso are doing the best character work of their careers, and it's not making making this WWE's can't miss faction for the long time being. That won't be the case forever. The Bloodline are getting stale before Zayn was included more often and Solo interfered in the Reigns clash, the castle fight with Drew McIntyre. Eventually, the 37-year-old will need to lose, and WWE has the opportunity to create another star in the process. A wrestling company can make 2 draws while moving the belts onto the next guy when someone is built up as high as Reigns has been. Maybe it'll be Cody Rhodes. The Rock has reportedly been WWE's dream opponent for Reigns at WrestleMania 39, and while a program with Wyatt could be interesting, he is listed as SmackDown's top face, after all, regardless of who ends up pinning Reigns. It's refreshing to hear that the company has at least some semblance of an idea about who they want to be. McMahon didn't have any idea, but apparently Triple H does. Now, I'm sorry I haven't stated my opinions on these rumors and news, but I'll do it right now. Like my opinion on my Austin Theory is that I heard that I know Vince McMahon loved Austin Theory, like when Vince McMahon was in charge, and I also heard that Triple H loves Austin Theory and just as much as Vince McMahon. So that definitely means what that article said. Basically, there's no Austin Theory losing the United States Championship has no loss to him in his future, considering Triple H loves the guy, and losing the United States Championship, losing the United States Championship to Seth Rollins, even though Seth Rollins with the United States Championship, really doesn't. It basically means it really doesn't pull a trigger on Austin. Next is Bray with the Roman Reigns one. I think so. This is what I thought should have happened. Like, I have two things to say here. So one of them, have Cody Rhodes return at the Royal Rumble. Have him win the Royal Rumble. Have Roman Reigns defend the WWE Championship against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And then have Reigns face the Universal Championship against The Rock. And then, I don't know, what would you have Reigns beat The Rock? I'm guessing, considering, or I don't know how this would work out. It's either going to be, wouldn't you consider, like, I don't know, like, what's your guys' thoughts? Do you think that The Rock should beat Reigns for the championship? Considering, like, it'd be kind of be a way of, like, oh, you think you're the big guy and stuff, but I'm really the big guy? Or do you think Reigns would beat The Rock and be like, yeah, I'm the top guy now. Like, your prime is way in the past. It'll be very interesting to see how they played out. But another thing I was going to say was, what if Austin Theory didn't win the Money in the Bank contract, and let's say Seth Rollins won the Money in the Bank contract, and then he holds it through, I don't know, how would you, like, it'd either be, like, he cashed in, like, I don't know how, like, he would cash in on Roman, like, I don't know how to explain this anymore further, like, he would cash in on Roman, Seth Rollins would be the, what if you had Roman Reigns put the WWE Championship on the line in the Royal Rumble match? Seth Rollins wins the WWE Championship. And then they set up, like, another storyline between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins for WrestleMania, and then he wins that way. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section what you guys feel about that. But next we have Bray Wyatt's new WWE stable members revealed. Speculation on a potential faction for Bray Wyatt has persisted since the former Fiend returned to WWE at Extreme Rules 2022, and a new report from WrestleVotes and Give Me Sport points towards a couple of likely membership candidates. The write-up pinpoints former WWE stars Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan as people that Wyatt would like to work with. Both have previously been linked with roles on a potential Wyatt 6 faction, along with the likes of Karrion Kross and Liv Morgan, both on whom are active on SmackDown with Bray. WrestleVotes notes that if Rowan wanted to come back to WWE and Bray desired to have him as well, it would likely be allowed. On the faction itself, the report calls Bray's return itself thus far a collaboration of what he wants to do. WWE will listen to him when it comes to the stable. The respect Wyatt has within WWE is such that the company will entertain every idea he has and try to pull it off perfectly. Speculation on the Wyatt-led faction proceeds to come back. Released by the promotion in July 2021, the former WWE Universal Champion later changed the Twitter handle to @Winham6. Now his display name is Wyatt6, keeping the chatter alive. Dallas, who was released by WWE in July 2021, may already be on the way. Brian Alvarez reported that month that the former NXT champion, in parentheses, and Bray's real-life brother, parentheses, was set to return in quotation marks very soon, a free agent since April 2020, when he too was cut by WWE. Rowan would be a very appropriate pickup given his history as a foundational Wyatt family member. Alexa Bliss is also amongst the wrestlers speculated for a role in his prospective Wyatt faction. This was heightened after this week's Raw, on which Bray's upside-down butterfly imagery flashed up during Alexa's ring entrance. The two have history from the Fiend period that precedes Bray's original WWE demise. How do you say that? Wyatt is yet to wrestle his first match since coming back to WWE Extreme Rules on October 8th. Now listed as SmackDown's top babyface, he features weekly unraveling his Uncle Howdy story piece by piece. Next up, we have big news on future plans. Yeah, my opinion on that. Sorry, I'm really lacking right now. My opinion on that is I think it was definitely interesting to see what Bray Wyatt has I guess Alexa Bliss could be in there, but I also like her how her character is. I wonder if with all this I wonder if Bray Wyatt will be getting on Alexa Bliss' head, and then she'll maybe I don't know how it'll turn out, but let me guys know what you guys think. War Games has become a favorite show and match stipulation for many since it was reintroduced by William Regal and Co. in 2017. The cage double ring has hosted many insane spots over the past 5 years, and it seems WWE has been to make the match a spot test. Writing in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer noted that WWE is keen to make Survivor Series 2022's War Games match as spectacular as possible, so that they can use footage of the show to promote future War Games matches. Meltzer wrote, "We were told that they were looking for some great visual spots of big spots out of this year's War Games, because War Games will be a regular presentation on the main roster going forward, and they want spectacular looking shots to promote in future years. They don't like the idea of having to use NXT footage to promote a main roster pay-per-view, but it's the only modern War Games footage they have, and so much of that footage includes guys who they don't want to use because they are no longer with the company." The men's Survivor Series War Games match lineup is yet to be announced, but we do know the majority of the women who will be entering the cage: Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and two to be determined will take on Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and another to be honest in the first ever women's main roster War Games match. Next, my opinion on that is I definitely think War Games to be a big spot in the main roster coming up, because honestly, I like what Triple H did with Hell in a Cell, because having it for so many years is kind of it's not like a WrestleMania or SummerSlam, or even SummerSlam, more SummerSlam doesn't really bring the heat, but WrestleMania definitely brings the heat. But even having Survivor Series year after year after year kind of throws down the momentum a little bit, and kind of is boring now. So I definitely think War Games will have a very high chat for people as this goes on. Next up, is Steve Austin's incredible shape amidst WWE WrestleMania speculation. Now, Stone Cold Steve Austin has shared a new training video amidst rumors about a potential WWE in-ring return. As previously reported, Austin is willing to be listened to any proposals at WrestleMania 39 April 2023 following a successful return at WrestleMania 38. Earlier this year, when he defeated Kevin Owens, that doesn't mean he will unnecessarily wrestle again. That he could just make an appearance if he doesn't want to do another match. This lines up with Austin, with what he said after the match with Owens. This lines up with what Austin said after his match with Owens, as he noted he figures to be part of WrestleMania 39. Austin said the following, in parentheses, "I would really imagine that within the scope of that show, that's going to be a big show in a big time city, and it'll be a two-night event again. So I'm not sure if I'm done wrestling per SC. But as a part of WWE, I can't imagine I would not be there in some capacity. I'm not booking myself on the show because I didn't book myself on 38. That's a Vince McMahon thing, and I have a great relationship with him. And if I get the call, I'll be there. I've seen a lot of rumors stating that John Cena could possibly be at WrestleMania 39, and I think a really big dream match that everybody wants to see is John Cena versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that'll be definitely one more match for Stone Cold Steve Austin and a one more match for John Cena possibly. Because how old John Cena? Almost 44 now, maybe 43. So yeah. Anyways, that'll do it for the video. Be sure you guys tell me your thoughts on these news and rumors, and be sure you guys show some love on this video because it really means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of episode 2 of News and Rumors with Matt Talks Wrestling. Bye bye.